vegetation, because I honestly think that vegetation might be more important than poles. But yeah, let's take a look at what we got.
Cool. Anyway,
so the first one here is the Pará. So let's actually get a map of Brazil up here. We got the Pará palms. So where is this most commonly found, Jupa?
Let's get a map of Brazil. Okay, so this is most commonly found in Belém. We see a new gently car, which we haven't gone into that, but new gently car basically meaning it's a gently car, but the antenna is missing.
Yeah, so Gen 3 no antenna is quite common around there.
Gen 3 no antenna plus this tree is automatic Belém, almost. But you can find this in Amapá as well. You can find this tree in Maranhão, which could be Gen 4, Gen 3. You can find, rarely you can either find this in fact, you can find this in, I'm going to say this, I've seen this in Manaus. It's possible to see this in Amazonas.
So it can be seen in Manaus, Rondônia, and Acre.
Manaus, Acre, Rondônia, they're more rare. Not as prevalent, but usually I associate this tree with Belém.
You should see it around this kind of belt, and particularly centered, like in Belém, almost like half the houses have one next to them or something like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, next vegetable. Kidding, vegetation.
On the Brazilian vegetables document.
Anyway, we have this tree, and if there are any vegetation enthusiasts can tell me what this is called. Anyway, this tree is most common in Ceará. It's just most common there. But sometimes you can find this in Piauí, which if it's Piauí, usually will have a Piauí soil or red soil. You can also find this in Rio Grande do Norte. They exist, but most common is Ceará tree.
So on the map, guys, that is here, most commonly here, also found here, and Piauí. So this kind of three has these like straggly looking palms with kind of strange tops.
Yes.
Okay, next one. Well, this one's quite useful. Let's dive into it.
Anyway, next is Amapá. So these are some really kind of strange looking small trees. You can find those in Amapá mostly. Amapá is I call it smoke, like just dirt. When car drives on it, there's some dirt.
I think this one's going to be useful to actually just go in, because I think we can immediately find some if we just click right. Let's see here. Yeah, all these trees like that.
Random roads will. There you go. Yeah, exactly.
So basically, most places you click in Amapá on like a rural road, you'll see these kind of small trees poking out from the grass all around the spot, and they don't look like the rest of Brazil. So if you can learn to recognize these ones from the document, then that's
you can find those trees elsewhere. It is not always automatic Amapá, but it is most common there, and also very common in Roraima. Although Roraima would often have mountains, so
true. Yeah, Amapá much flatter than Roraima. Okay, next one.
Anyway, this is called Amazonian palms. So
Amazonian palms, guys.
Most common in Acre. So like actually far west in Acre with the white soil. It's kind of common there. You can also find a lot of them in Roraima, although again, Roraima has mountains. Usually you don't need this, but it's the actual confirmation that you are in Roraima. But sometimes you can find this in Amapá, Rondônia, Tocantins, Maranhão, basically every Amazonas state Amazonian states can.
Yeah, whenever you're on the Amazon, look for this. Like I would say, this one kind of looks like a pom pom. It's kind of the tree makes like a round shape, almost. So that's the best way to remember, I think. But yeah, it's quite useful. All right, moving on.
Next one.
We have we have this one. This one can be confused with the first one. This type of palm has a bit more of a thick trunk, but still quite thin.
This tree. Go up. I have a bit of delay, but
that's right.
Anyway, this tree is most common in East Coast. I would say 70% East Coast and 30% North Coast. East Coast, that is Bahia, Alagoas, Pernambuco, Paraíba, Rio Grande do Norte. These are East Coast. And then
so guys,
Ceará,
in case you don't know your Brazilian states, we're talking about this tree being most common in these states over here on the northeast coast.
Yeah, usually it's more East Coast thing than North Coast. You can find them in North Coast, but just more like East Coast tall palm. Yeah. Next one.
Maranyao palms.
Yeah, next one is just the palms. The palms. Usually, it's a Maranyao thing indeed. You can also find this in Para. That is mostly Maraba area, so that's the trade point of Tocantins, Maranhão and Para. You can also find this in Amazonas. That is either Manaus can grow a bunch of them, and then the southern part of Amazonas can have those. And then Rondônia. Rondônia, I would say almost as much as Maranhão. Except one, the in Gen 4, the car is different. One is white, one is blue. Gen 3, Rondônia also just looks different. You can check how they look different. It's hard to describe, but they look different. And then you can find this also in Acre. Acre, like in downtown Rio Branco, they raise a lot of palm like that. Next, but sometimes you can find this with Piauí. Piauí, Maranhão border. It's impossible to tell which state it is. Tocantins can also have them. It's more rare, but those pumps, you can indeed actually find those pumps in Bahia once in a while. But Bahia, one it looks different, but the other it's uncommon. Coastal Bahia could have those too, but usually it's north coasting, Maranhão and Piauí and such.
Right, next one here.
All right, next you have those trees. Those trees are they're not the most useful, but they are still worth mentioning. Okay, in Gen 3, this is kind of useful. You can find a lot of this in southeastern Bahia to northern Espírito Santo, coastal.
Yes, we're talking like
also
just the central coast.
You can also find a lot of this in Amapá, that is strictly Gen 3. Then you go to the sometimes, you can find this in Minas.
Minas
is very close to Espírito Santo. You can also find a lot of this near Mato Grosso do Sul, near Paraná River. You can have decent shot of those. Santa Catarina, that would be in the mountains. That would be like in the mountains. You can see those. But really, I've seen this a lot of places. I've seen this in Tocantins. I've even seen Maranhão, but usually you can kind of ignore the rare here. Just take the common and sometimes. And
Next slide here, we have long grass.
You have the infamous tall grass. Yes, indeed, it is still common in Tocantins. That is not a myth. I mean, I need to use it too. In fact, I need to use more often. But I would say in Minas Gerais, it is almost as common. You can find tall grass. That would be usually east of Brasilia. That's the capital, or like that area. Like Western Minas can have tall grass.
We're talking about Tocantins here, and then Western Minas next to the capital here.
Yeah.
Both have very. It's the tall grass is definitely quite common, guys. It's definitely worth paying attention to. If you take one thing away from the vegetation document, because it's the easiest to remember, think about the tall grass. Most common Tocantins and Minas Gerais.
Yes, but you can also find this in Goiás. Goiás is just south of Tocantins, so it makes sense. Goiás can have those too. Piauí will also have those, although will look different than Tocantins, but sometimes they're hard to tell. You can also find this in both Mato Grossos, which is sometimes could be annoying, but they're sometimes they're like, again, like I say, like Lake Brazil is rolling and dice. Sometimes you just have to send like what's the most common. It's Mato Grosso also landscape looks slightly different. Both Mato Grosso. But that's the tall grass.
What is this tree called?
With those coastal trees, I don't really know what it's called, but if you see this is very, very coastal. You can find this in, usually it's either Eastern Rio, like the flat part of Rio de Janeiro, and also coastal Rio Grande do Sul. Usually those two. This is very common. Rio Grande do Sul usually more of a Gen 3 thing, but this is highly common.
Yeah.
But you can find this in nearby places like Santa Catarina, Espírito Santo. They can have those, which is close to those two states, and you can find it in other coastal area, but usually it's a Rio Eastern Rio Negro or Rio Grande do Sul thing.
Yeah. Okay, nice. Yeah. Just good to keep in mind. That can be found even north coast, but normally more of a south coast thing, huh?
You combine several things to tell where it is.
Exactly right.
Anyway, now we have I like to call these Paraguay trees, because those trees you can even find them in northern Argentina and Paraguay, except unfortunately Paraguay doesn't have coverage.
Yeah, so, that is a sad thing. But this one's really real. So keep in mind, guys, this one is quite recognizable compared to the others because it's kind of got like a shaggier leaf. And when you see it, definitely consider somewhere near Paraguay.
Yeah, so it is indeed also one type of palm tree, but it's not the common. Don't confuse it with the coastal palm tree. They can look similar, but they are different. That is indeed still most common in Mato Grosso do Sul. Especially if you see 20 of them and a very reddish road and like that kind of landscape, it's all the land in Mato Grosso do Sul.
Yeah.
But you can also find this in Mato Grosso, which is just north of it. You can find this in Goiás. Those two are, again, just close to it. But yeah, you can also find a lot of those, in fact, in northern Goiás and southern Tocantins can have those too. Mm-hmm. That's nowhere near close to Paraguay, but they can have this tree too, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Also, rarely you can find this in some random Minas and other states, but usually it's highly indicative of Mato Grosso do Sul.
Yeah, it's pretty consistent, although it does have exceptions, like everything in Brazil. Okay, now I said long grass might be the MVP, but surely the actual MVP is the Paraná Pines.
Yeah, so Paraná Pines is obviously, like me personally, okay, kind of just give it away, but it's very beautiful, and they cultivate them in Australia too, apparently, or in greenhouse maybe.
we have a similar one called Bunya Pine, which almost looks the same. But
okay.
It is a different. It's like just a sister breed or something like that. But okay, this one, Southern States. That's the big thing to remember here.
Yes. Usually it is called Paraná pine, but be aware it is not limited to Paraná. You can find this all over from Paraná to Rio Grande do Sul. In fact, you can only say it's slightly common in Paraná than any of the other southern states.
Yeah,
you can totally see this tree in Santa Catarina and Rio Grande do Sul.
Absolutely, and even inside the panhandle of Argentina, there sometimes.
Yeah, you can also find. I've seen one that's in Uruguay too. But yeah,
that's unlucky.
That being said, this tree also goes to Sao Paulo. That will be in the mountains, just northeast of Curitiba. So just northeast of Curitiba. Yeah. Now, it's hard to imagine, but this tree also happens in northeast of Sao Paulo. That is Minas. That is max southwest Minas. So I have seen these trees here. Now, if you're playing state streaks and you get Paraná pines here, and then
good luck.
Paraná. Except it's not Paraná, it is southwest Minas.
Yeah, so. But keep in mind, guys, when you see this tree, you can basically rule it down to those 5 states completely, and these 3 states most likely. And that's very, very useful. When you see these ones, they got like the pom-poms at the end of each branch. It's very, very useful. One of the first things you should learn.
You almost never go Minas, but the picture shown here is taking Minas. So just take the grace.
There you go.
Next one.
Okay, what is this tree? I don't know this one.
Next one is a bit fake. Anyway, this is it's kind of strange, like a tall, very strange grown tree. I've seen this in Centrum area Kansas. Acre can have variation on this. Basically, if you see like quite a strange looking tree,
kind
of like grown like kind of wild, you can find those.
Yeah, but it definitely stands out from the rest of the landscape. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one.
Rio Grande do Sul. Kind of got these feathery.
Where I have those coastal area tall grass. This is most common in Rio Grande do Sul. I've seen those in Santa Catarina. Those Kyushu grass, so
that's the deep southern state, guys.
But those are more southern, like very max south. Next one.
Okay, this is like an interesting, like southern pine-looking kind of tree here.
Anyway, pine tree. If you see 20 of them, by default, this is Santa Catarina. You can also find pine trees, southern pine trees in Paraná and Rio Grande do Sul. That is just
some more southern states here again.
Again, it's kind of same area, the Paraná pine, except this pine's centers on Santa Catarina, and then start becoming more rare from Santa.
Right, so this one's like same pattern as the Paraná pine followed because they're both pine trees, but slightly centered more south.
Yeah, Paraná pine is kind of centering Paraná more south, but this one is like the most common in Santa Catarina. Paraná pine is still most common in Paraná. But that pine you can also find in East Central too, or Minas, but they're just more rare. Usually you see that especially if you see a lot of that, you go center. Anyway, next we have soybeans.
Soybeans, yes, that's what we see growing on the ground here.
Soybeans on Gen 3, it is automatically Sinop. That is the town in northern Mato Grosso. So
this area here.
A
lot of that around there.
And around Sinop, you can find a lot of those in Gen 3. But soybeans are kind of everywhere. You can find those in Goiás. You can find something so you can find in other states. It is also possible to see this in Para, in Centrum, but Centrum also look different. But usually it's Gen 3 that is for Sinop, but you can find in other southern states. So I put it like later in the slide because it's not as good as some other vegetables.
Yeah. Here's one that is quite useful though. Although quite varied.
And next one is sugarcane. Sugarcane it depends. So Brazil, when they grow sugarcanes, they either grow in Sao Paulo. Again, you can see a lot of them.
Sao Paulo or Alagoas, very far apart from each other. So you have to keep in mind how many palm trees you see in combination, because you see more palm trees up in Alagoas than in Sao Paulo, for example.
But you can also find them in Alagoas, that is northeast coastal sugarcane.
Right there.
The difference, the way to tell is one, they have different poles. Sao Paulo, you will have round poles mostly.
More round poles.
For Alagoas, you will have more square poles. The second thing is usually in Alagoas, you see sugarcanes. You can also see some tall palm trees. That is very indicative of northeast.
Exactly.
So you see, if you add tall palm tree and sugarcane, that is centers on Alagoas.
Yeah.
Of course, if it centers on Alagoas, it can also spread to Sergipe and Pernambuco. That is just two neighboring states. But you can also see this in Mato Grosso do Sul. You can coastal East Central or Goiás, but most common it is Sao Paulo and Alagoas.
Okay. And so
those don't work yet. The 21 might work.
Actually. 21. Let's say 21. So these ones kind of have like drooping, like many leaves on each branch, kind of thing.
Yeah. This I want to say this is more of an Espirito Santo thing because it's hard to tell this and Minas and Rio apart, but this just pushes you a little towards Espirito Santo. Espirito Santo usually you recognize by the mountains.
Yeah.
The really distinct mountains, but if you don't see that, you might need this to help you tell the Espirito Santo.
Yeah, so I'll put the link to this document inside the chat right now, guys. Now we'll quickly, I think we'll get into games soon, but we'll quickly go over the polls here. So we'll try and get the pace up for the polls. So this is the polls light document. I can also link that after. So this is the generic Brazilian poll. It mostly what Jupe is talking about here, I think, is just like the shape of the insulators here. They're kind of small, black, on a little stalk like that. So that's generally speaking what you'll see. And then I think instead of going over each picture here, Jupa, I just want you to say one thing about each state really quickly.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, we start with Acre. Acre can, usually it's a thin pole with a transform on it.
Yeah, so like this one here.
That is the most common, but you can find all the other things I've documented.
Yep.
Next.
Hondonia.
Hondonia usually have the boring pole, I call it.
Which is the one. The standard picture.
The most common one. Yeah, if you see a bunch of them, so many of them, it's Hondonia. But in Gen 4, they introduced some weird poles. Hondonia can have wooden poles, but it's like the second class most common wooden pole state.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Amazonas.
Amazonas is either just a generic top plus a more of a fatter bottom, and then it is the first most common wooden pole state along with Roraima. And if you see a green pole, you are in Manaus.
Yeah, Manaus green poles, normal wooden poles, and fat bottom concrete poles.
Yes. Next one. Okay. Then you have Roraima. Roraima usually has a lot of wooden. The wooden top one is actually cut to like almost a triangle, but it is the most common wooden pole state along with Amazonas. You can see a lot of red lamps there in Boa Vista. Red lamps can be found in other parts of it, but yeah. And then just generic poles otherwise. Amapá can have either power poles or just the first pole I showed, kind of common there, or I can have wooden poles too, but it's more rare. It's like the sometimes thing. It's not as common as Amazonas and Roraima, but you can still find them.
Also, Jupa just mentioned the parapoles, which are these ones here. They have like these metal knobs coming off to one side, and obviously we're about to look at para now, so let's take a look at that.
Yeah. Okay, next is para. Parapole is all over the place, but parapole is the parapole is, again, it's called parapole, but it's found in many places. It's either the horizontal insulator. You can have 3 of them. That is more indicative para. The 3 of them parallel to each other. The alternating 3 of them is less reliable than the 3 horizontal one. There's also a single horizontal one. That one I would say it's as reliable as the triple horizontal, not alternating one.
Right. So the alternating one is the less reliable version of the 3.
The alternating is just less reliable.
Yeah.
You can being since Brazil pole skills, you can also find Maranhão pole in para, but they are slightly different. They look slightly different.
Yeah.
Then in Belém, you can find a lot of round poles, in fact, which is not Maranhão or Piauí. Those don't have wooden round square poles usually, but they all have palm trees. But Belém has round poles.
Yeah.
and it has a little bit of wooden poles, but not a lot. Anyway. Next is Maranhão pole. Maranhão just has the standard Maranhão pole, which is the first one showed. You can also find the northern trident, which it looks like a trident. And you also can have long insulator. Long insulator is also kind of coming in para too. By the way, long insulator is almost never Manaus. I never go Manaus if it's long insulator.
Okay, this is what's meant by long insulators, the ones with that are just basically double the length of the standard one that we looked at the start here. These ones very small compared to the Maranhão, which is quite big, I would say. There we are.
Yeah, never go Manaus. Next one. Okay, Mato Grosso. Mato Grosso has the most useful one. Is the second one. The 2 alternating one. This one is highly common in Mato Grosso. Almost, it's not exclusive. I've seen this in Paraguay and southern states. But long insulator is highly common there too. And then, and here are some poles you can see. They even had tridents in Gen 4, but
so almost exclusively Mato Grosso.
But most useful one is this one. But you can have wooden poles too, but it's more rare. Then here's some poles you can. They can have power poles there too. Alternating horizontally, so you can find them. Anyway, next we have Mato Grosso do Sul. Also, the first 2, the 2 I've showed, both very common there. You can also have some poles in Mato Grosso do Sul. I've noticed is a bunch of square or round poles and connected by a wire on the other side of the road. That's kind of especially if the pole is square and then car is white. That's highly multicoastal soil. Both multicoastals can have round or square. Anyway, Sao Paulo, the first one is very common. If you see this shape, you almost
uneven pole.
It's like a East Java pole or something, or I don't know what country this is. It's almost automatic Sao Paulo, especially with the blue car.
Yeah.
But you can find other poles too. You can even find square pole in Sao Paulo, but that's common. Here's
Mostly
some of
using
the
round
poles
one, guys. That's very useful.
And there are some Sao Paulo unique poles, the middle one. But they also, Sao Paulo can have wooden pole. Wooden pole is more of a Rio Grande do Sul thing, but again, you can have wooden poles in Sao Paulo, especially in Sao Paulo metropolitan area. Okay, next one.
So I didn't know about that South African looking unique one there. I've never seen that, I think.
Yeah, this one is quite rare, but it's only Sao Paulo. Paraná, you have the Paraná, unlike other southern states, it's actually usually a square pole. The bottom will usually be fat, more, and then usually it's long insulators. So again, the one I showed you to the left is the most common. Paraná can have tridents too. Western part of the state, middle part of the state can have tridents. And you can see some other poles here. It doesn't have long insulator, it's more northern.
Yeah.
That's how Paraná works. Yeah.
Santa Catarina.
Santa Catarina, the first pole is highly useful. If you see that, you are not going Rio, nor are you going Espiritu Santo. You are going Santa Catarina. Highly useful because that's one of the way to differentiate. Because Santa Catarina in the mountains can look like Minas Mountain, can look like Rio Mountain. How do you tell? You use this pole. The first portion.
So this one's all three to one side of the pole. Is that the best way to differentiate?
Yeah, all three to side of the pole. The pole itself could be round, that could be square, but yeah. Anyway, but you can have the power pole, the triple horizontal insulator, but it looks southern, so you're not going power here. You're going like in the mountain Santa Catarina, and they're but mostly just those.
Yep.
The next which should be Rio Grande do Sul. That is the highly common wooden pole state. A lot of wooden. You can usually the pole is also symmetrical. Mostly symmetrical pole here, which is also very useful. And if you see a round pole that's symmetrical, it's also automatically Rio Grande do Sul. And then in southern, you have a lot of balls on poles. Balls are just bird nests.
These are balls like this.
We got them balls, but they're bird nests. You can find them a lot in Santa Cruz or Rio Grande. So you can find balls in Rio or Espiritu or even Mato Grosso, even Bahia too. But it is most common in the southern states.
I had one in Acre yesterday, or Honduras or something. That was pretty crazy.
I will have to see that.
Yeah.
I think balls never go north of Bahia. Almost never. I've seen one case, but 99.9% chance it doesn't happen north of Bahia.
I'll have to show you that one. Anyway, moving on to Rio. Rio's another one of these ones that uses quite a lot of round poles.
So Rio can have some Rio ES insulators. Those can, but there you can. I've seen this in even northern too, but again, those just common there, and you combine with the landscape. Rio has what is called the Rio Pencil Pole. So again, it looks like a pencil. The top shapes like a pencil.
Don't know that one.
Lavan doesn't really work. You can remove Lavan. I don't think Lavan works. Lavan or Cavan is everywhere. I don't think that works.
Okay.
You can also find the Sao Paulo looking shape pole. Rio also have a fair share of wooden poles.
Yeah.
The next one.
Minas Gerais.
Minas pole is all over the place. Northeastern Minas, you can have a wooden pole. And then Minas, unlike Sao Paulo or Rio, Minas have more square. Minas can still have round though. Round pole can still exist, but more square.
More square for Minas.
There's also called the Minas lamp, which is a lamp and also something to connects to it, like the black part connects to it.
Split into two
That
parts.
lamp
Quite useful.
That lamp you can find in Goiás, you can find in Rio too, you can even find in Sao Paulo near Minas, but it is most common there. Brazil is, again, dice rolling game, we're talking about what is most common. Most common is still Minas. But Minas pole is kind of mixed. So, yeah, that's one.
Espírito Santo.
Yeah, Espírito Santo, again, we have, you can have the wooden pole too. You can find those poles, but usually you use landscape. If you really can, you use the plants I just told you. If you can't do neither of those, you use coverage. That will have to result from playing a lot of Brazil.
Yeah.
So we usually just use the mountains.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
That is definitely the best way.
Anyway, Goiás. Goiás is just every pole.
Yeah.
You can have round and square, and it's just highly mixed. I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
See all of those.
Tocantins.
Tocantins is also highly mixed. You can see some. The first one I tried to say it's kind of common there, but you can find this one elsewhere. Goiás, Mato Grosso, and other northern states. And here's some poles you can find again. The power pole in Tocantins, which is unfortunate. And
this one here.
You can have all of those, but those Tocantins is more square. Goiás you can find round. Tocantins is more square.
More square poles, yeah. Bahia.
Wait, Bahia. Okay, Bahia can have anyway the thick round poles, and then with tall insulators, and Bahia can boss. Bahia can even have power pole. Yeah. Then sometimes, but not always, you can find this elsewhere. You can have the white mushroom insulators in Bahia. They are not Bahia exclusive, but you can find some of them there. And you can take a look at yourself in other places. Yeah.
And then finally, the rest of the states, the Northeast states.
Other Northeastern states, and they're all over the place. I would say noticeable the Ceará one, the thin insulators, highly common there. And also the Ceará has Ceará lamps. It's also highly common there, and all the other ones is kind of fake, to be fair.
All right. Yeah. Okay, so I think that is about all that we need to cover before we play some here. So I'm thinking for the next 40 minutes, we just do some assisted streaks on here. I'll turn on the state streak script. And then maybe we could just finish it off by you maybe taking on everyone in a 1 versus 10 or something. For some jewels or something like that. But okay, let's get into playing here. So I will try, because I kind of have... Oh yeah, I'll give you the link for the doc, by the way. I'll try here to... Because I have a moderate knowledge of Brazil, so I'll try and give my opinion first, and then based on kind of this information that we just looked at, and then Jupiter can swoop in with what he thinks is the right answer. Also, I'll share my screen on Discord so you get it faster, so you're not behind Jupiter. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. So let's get into things here and see if I'm able to make any good calls here. I'll tell you what I'm noticing, guys. So first things first, quite hilly and green. Pole is square rather than round. I don't really know what that black thing is. We have quite green mountains, and I'm noticing that we don't have too many palm trees. So I'm not really thinking of those green mountains up here. I'm probably more just thinking of Minas here. And is there anything else to say? Architecture's not too useful. It's kind of a bit too far away, I think. So yeah, I think I would just go Minas Gerais here. Rolling green hills, red soil, not too many palm trees. So maybe somewhere around this kind of area here. And what do you think, Jupa?
Yeah, it is probably just Minas, since you do not have any sugarcane on top of the hill. If you see that, you need to go way more north. Poles are square, but again, Minas can have square poles. There are chances this is way more north, Paraguay such, but I will not go there. I will try Minas as well.
Right, and we also have the blue card, which is more common in Minas. than the white car. Okay, so let's go. And it was indeed just over the border in Espirito Santo, but close enough, really. Not too bad.
And there's not too many ways to tell those apart. Similar landscape.
Okay, so here, I would say with this kind of, even though we have this blur here, I think we're using the white car here. This is very, very green landscape here, but mixed in, but like, I would say like, we don't have too many tall trees. It's like a lot of short, bushy trees here. So that makes me kind of think more north, although I guess I could see something southern as well. It doesn't, like, the dirt road coverage does throw me off a bit, but I think I would take it, like, in Ceará or Rio Grande do Norte. But I think I could also see, like, it being, like, some kind of weird round, you know, Tocantins through Mato Grosso do Sul, if I don't know if that's possible, but it strikes me as possible, you know? That's what I think.
Yeah, this is pretty difficult to tell, because lack of info.
Yeah.
I've seen something like that in western Rio Grande do Norte. I've seen something like that in north of Salvador. I've also seen something like that just in Goiânia area. That's just Goiás.
Right, exactly.
It's actually very difficult to tell. If I send myself, I will. Depends on any palm trees. I might try north of Salvador, but I cannot tell. Can see, it could be any of the three I just said. It could be something random.
North of Salvador, you said?
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe. It is a lack of palms here, which is interesting, which does make me think it could be further south, but I guess we'll find out right now.
It could be all those things.
Yeah, it was that kind of area down here.
Was it Rio Grande do Norte? It was just Goiás.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the kind of thing where
Sorry. And there are many dirt roads like that up there, but
yeah,
like, that kind of info, it's hard to tell. It's just a white car.
And that's the kind of thing where if you're playing in a tournament and you have teammates, then you can send one down there to be sure. But yeah, definitely a difficult round. Okay, next one looks like we have many more clues here, so let's see if we can get the state correct this time. We have a single yellow line. I don't know if that's actually relevant at all, but it's kind of interesting. Normally you'd use a double yellow line in Brazil, of course. This is like a square pole, couple of square poles here. Interesting lamp. I wonder if you know that. That one actually seems round. Oh no, it's hard to say. Probably just square. Okay, we don't really have too much. Architecture-wise, like, okay, what color is the car here? Car is like blue, I guess. I have to say, I kind of thought of Ceará or Piauí here. Maybe Piauí even. The reason I thought of it is just kind of this is a kind of northeastern architecture with these kind of roofs. Hard to describe, maybe. And then just kind of like the greenness and we have a palm here. But yeah, I guess I could see it like being like Piauí down to like Bahia or something like this, something northeast. So yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. So again, this one you have a blue car and square post. The single yellow is strange because usually that's more of a Paraná or more south thing.
Okay.
But I don't think it's the case here because this doesn't look like Paraná.
Yeah, landscape doesn't quite fit.
Since it's a blue car, I will personally try the Southern Ceará one just because one, it looks quite green.
Mm-hmm.
And so that will be southern part of Ceará. This blue car can go to Western Paraíba, can go to more south of me, but the mountains I want to try here, no.
Right.
Okay, I'm not
We'll
sure,
see.
but going solo, I'll go there.
It was Paraíba, but you had the call. One of the two. There we go.
So Maxis, yeah, that also has the coastal blue car too, but yeah, honestly could not tell. Well.
Okay, I think I know the state here. Let's see if I'm right. So we've got like over here, like what we'd say is the kind of Maranhão palm that can be found all over the Amazon rainforest as well. Probably more common in that section. We also though have like kind of an interesting kind of like landscape here. It's like rolling. We have this very thin pole here, and it feels like very remote in a way. Very like like part of like deep in the forest. I think just based on like kind of the grainy and kind of poor quality road, I actually think this would be Acre because I just don't like think of many places in Maranhão with these palms, but with this landscape. I just can't think of anywhere that would probably look like that. So my guess would be somewhere near Rio Branco, I think.
Yeah. So with the east-west heading, and then with the trees west of you, these are Amazonian palms. It's highly indicative, and with this roller coaster hill, I call.
Yeah.
Looks like a roller coaster, doesn't it?
Yeah,
all those
definitely in this direction.
And also with the thin pole, all those are highly indicative actually. So
yeah. So thin poles can be found all around the place, but definitely Accra's the most iconic to have them, I would say. And actually, for going this east to west, could it be all the way out here near Tocantins? If it's so east to west, do you think?
Find the east to west road that lines up.
Yeah, we just got there then. Okay, yeah, nice. Okay, first time we got the state right. Very good. It's definitely, like, even with a high level of knowledge, like, Brazil is very difficult. That's for sure. Here we have white car. And we have a lot of these kind of taller, thin palms. That's immediately reminding me more so of this area. But I want to take a look around a bit more here. Square pole. This is like more of like the trident type pole. So I can see Maranhão for sure. Now I'm looking for Maranhão palms, the shorter ones that we just saw in the last round. I don't really see any though. So now I'm not so sure what I should be doing. This kind of feels more Amazonian though. So I think I still actually may, and with this sandier soil, I think I may take it actually Maranhão anyway. Although maybe it's not a typical Maranhão. I don't know. So my guess would be anywhere from here all the way to, I don't know. My second guess would be like, maybe like Pernambuco or something like that. I don't
know. This can you line up the road?
Yeah, I'll see. This is the road angle.
This will depend a bit. Okay, this heading.
Maybe.
This is honestly difficult to tell. The problem, yes, why it has a 45-degree angle. There are many 45-degree angle that has covered. With the white car and these palm trees, there are a chance this is New Rondônia Gen 4. If it's somehow Maranhão though, if it's somehow Maranhão, this will be very close to Marabá, which is Para.
Yeah.
In fact, with that pole, which looks Rondônia can have Maranhão similar poles. In fact, with this white car and this pole and this heading, I will actually have to try New Rondônia. I'm not very good at New Rondônia, but I will have to try that.
I feel like that does make sense though, right? So yeah, actually, like what Jupe is basically saying there is that Rondônia tends to have a lot of like straight roads. And so if you have the white car and a lot of palms, it's worth checking what the road angle is because, yeah, this whole section here has a lot of east to west, north to south. This section here has a lot of 45-degree angle coverage. You can see exactly that all of these roads are running in the same angle. And that's just not too common elsewhere in Brazil. But yeah, I think Rondônia is actually probably correct here, right? And yeah, it was. Nice.
Okay.
So we're 2 in a row, and we got 14,000 points. So you can see we actually got the region 4 out of 5 times, which is pretty good, I think. Okay, next game here. So to me, immediately, we got white car here. It gives me a bit of a southern vibe here, so I'm looking for any like Paraná Pines. I see palms though, so maybe I'm wrong in my initial judgment. Although these kind of white houses do remind me maybe more so of the south. Over here, yeah, poles aren't like speaking to me too much. Yeah, we have some long insulators here, which is interesting. Yeah, okay. So I could not say I'm particularly sure here. We have like a big divided highway, so I kind of thought of like maybe like, not Goiás, maybe Western Sao Paulo here or something like that. Divided highway, like we don't have any Paraná Pines, the ones with the pom-pom endings, and we like seem to be like, you know, in a fairly developed area as well. Although the poles are all square, so maybe I should switch it to like Goiás. I don't know. Something there, I think.
Anyway, this I will have to try something unlikely with all tall insulators.
Yeah.
Long insulators and the white car.
Mm-hmm.
And this could be many places.
Mm-hmm.
We are in a hill. That doesn't mean we can in a small hill and we're just exiting some big hill.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, the vibes calls for Southeastern Bahia. I'm selecting that white car and that car. Yeah. Again, the divided road is a bit weird, but I will try that. I'm not confident. I mean, this could totally just be like a random hill in the middle of grass. Or somewhere up there.
Yeah, it is all long insulators though, so yeah, maybe it is just going to be Bahia.
Wait, show the pole.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's Paraná.
Okay, sorry, show the there's a pole. So yeah, my bad. Okay, wait, I didn't.
So this one, which one's south? Just the one up on the hill? These ones here?
Okay, yeah, next time go. Yeah, okay, yeah, on those, yeah. Had I seen those, I would not be sending Bahia here. Those shape that doesn't look right. They mostly you can find this thing in Paraná to Sao Paulo, but had I seen that, I would not be saying that. It's just a random hill in the middle of in the middle of the state. So anyway.
Right. Okay. So here we have white car. We have like a very southern looking landscape here. It just doesn't feel as tropical. Kind of like more like temperate looking trees, rolling green hills, but they're not as extreme as the Minas hills, I think. We have this pole with everything to the one side. Was that a Santa Catarina thing? But we do have a white car, which is less common than the blue car there. But I guess that would be my guess. I'm pretty sure we saw those ones in the document there, did we not?
This I will go either just again like I said the triple that style is slightly more Santa Clarina, but for me if I have to send two, I will either send Western Santa Clarina, that is the red soil plus the white car, or just downtown Curitiba.
Okay,
but
so
not too Western, like Central Western if you want.
Which one do you prefer overall, do you think?
I do not know. I will have to try something risky. Again, the Western Santa Catarina car is very small. The area is very, very small.
I kind of want to try here then.
I would try it. That's highly risky guess. So.
Oh, was there? No. There we go. Well, if you had 2 cents, then it would be good.
Was the highly risky guess? Oh, unlucky. Okay.
Always pays off, huh? Okay, this is another one that's kind of more of a landscape guessing type of round here. It's very green. We do have some palms here. That may be a palm, but mostly not palms, really. Interesting landscape here. We have a car glitch. Car glitch is more common in some states. It's definitely common in like some of the Amazonian states, but I'm not really sure if we're there. Long grass here. Like overcast weather. I almost thought of Tocantins with the overcast weather as well, but it seems to be a bit like green hills for that. I'm not really sure. So I'm thinking like somewhere Mato Grosso do Sul to Tocantins, but I could not say which. I guess I'll just hedge in the middle and go Goiás myself. Where do you think it is?
Again, you get the green rolling hills. That is slightly indicative Minas.
Yeah.
But there are no palms.
Yeah.
But it is still possible this could be extremely north. I will try northern Minas. I'm again not confident. Usually this landscape is more Minas, but just green rolling hills. But
can still be like these states over here, although most times when you'd be there, you would search for some palms, which we don't really see.
Someone would just stand like slightly north of Belo Horizonte.
Hold up, look at these. Look at these palms over here. This makes me think maybe it could be northeast, huh?
But hard to tell. Those are Minas can have those palms too, but northeast can't have a lot of these palms.
Right.
It's possible this could go very north, even despite the green hills.
But could easily be up here.
Not really sure. I will try just Minas.
Oh, wow, what's just middle of Goiás? There we go.
The middle of Goiás. Oh, okay. Nice call. The green hill failed, so
green hills generally work, but not always, of course.
Yeah,
there's a lot of different landscapes. These states are huge. That's what you have to remember. Like, Brazil's a massive place. Okay, here we have a white car. So even though we have these big mountains in the background, I don't really think Espirito Santo because we normally have blue there. Taking a look at poles here, they seem to be square. Can we actually see anything clearly here? Okay. We have like a lower crossbar here. I think that's somewhat relevant. Oh, is that looking like a bit like a mushroom top pole as well? So, I don't know, my thought is definitely northeast here, but now I'm also looking for palms, and I don't really see too many. So what about Bahia? Yeah, this is difficult. This is difficult. Oh, we have the kind of Espirito Santo kind of looking leaves here. So I think my guess would be like southeast Bahia here.
Yeah, that's why I would go with those trees and this white car and the pole as you mentioned. I would go exactly where you go. So
yeah, nice. Okay, great, very good.
There somewhere.
Okay, next one here. White car. We have poles here that are squarish. Ooh. This one's round, and we also have a blue street sign. So now I'm thinking of like rural Sao Paulo, probably. Now we may actually find some phone number here. There's probably one on that sign there, but I guess we can't see that. Okay, square pole here, another round pole there. So definitely seems like a big mix. Okay, I have my thought here, Jupiter. So my main thought is rural Sao Paulo. Second thought, Goiânia. Third thought, Brasilia. That's my 3 ideas here.
Yeah. Can you show the pole top?
Yep.
Okay, so those 2 and the one to the right. Okay. Yeah. Then we're at that. Goiânia is fine. I can see some. I think with like a mix of square poles and I'll go like Rio Verde. Solo will go Rio Verde to hedge for many things. But just a mix of those 2 poles and a white car.
Yeah.
It's a mix of round and square, but again, Sao Paulo can have mix and round and square too. So
Yeah.
I'll try Rio Verde. I'm not very confident on because of those poles. There are too many. So
right. What are some outside possibilities here before we hit send?
There is a chance this is in either Mato Grosso's with my new fake meta and the combination of those poles. I will not be surprised this turns out to be either Mato Grosso or just Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo can add a pole or just
so something inside this circle presumably. Let's see. And it ends up being okay. Wow, we just missed the state there. It was Mato Grosso, but actually a pretty good guess. Like we're not too far away there at all. Okay, actually a decent seed again. I mean, like just again, we got 3 out of 4 regions.
In fact, some rounds the Paraná one I should look at the poll again, and then Santa Catarina one it's a toss up. We just end up sending the wrong one. So,
yeah. Okay, so here's kind of hard to tell what car we have. I think we have blue car though. I think. Okay. So we have like a bit of that like almost like Texas looking road here where it's a bit brittle looking and it has like little holes in it. That's making me think immediately of like Tocantins Goiás, most likely. It's kind of like tall grass and quite overgrown as well. So I think I don't mind just like, I think I would probably just go quickly Tocantins here. I'm looking for any palms. I don't really see anything too useful, I think. Yeah, so yeah, my guess would just be like Tocantins somewhere near the border, maybe.
Yeah, Tocantins is a good guess. So with the weather being slight overcast and this rough pavement and the white car, it could certainly be Tocantins and some tall grass. Otherwise, I can see Goiás. I can see like random Mato Grosso, but either Tocantins or Goiás, and this still also look more Tocantins.
Yeah, right, we'll see. And it was Piauí. Not too bad though.
Piauí with white car?
It was blue car, I think.
Oh. Okay. I assume it was a white car. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it kind of looked ambiguous. So, but I thought it was green, blue. Okay, this one's interesting. Immediately I'm noticing that we have like the entire like brake light of the Google car visible here, which is kind of weird. So it's kind of like hazy coverage as well. We have like a bunch of like the Maranhão / Amazon palms here, very dense. We have like very long grass, kind of black curbs on the side of the road here, like a black shoulders of the side of the road. Yeah, I like Amapá did come to mind here, but honestly, I don't think it's there anymore. So then maybe this could be Acre, although that also doesn't feel quite right to me. Maybe. So then, yeah, this one is stumping me a bit, I must say. Maybe then, if I can't really decide on them, maybe I'll just go somewhere in Pará, like near Belém, near Marabá, something like that. But yeah, not too sure. Where do you think it is?
Anyway, with the fact that this is a new Gen 3 car, this is never.
Oh yeah, true.
Most Hondonia with this car has been overwritten, and then also not Manaus, not Roraima.
Yeah.
This car was a bunch of palm trees. It is almost automatic balloon, but there are chances some weird Mato Grosso, like inland Mato. So I would say this automatic balloon though still.
Okay.
With new Gen 3 car and palm trees.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong here.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, tons of palms around there. We don't see any of the typical Belém palms that have a really thin trunk, if you guys remember that. But I mean, yeah, it definitely makes sense, I think. So let's see. Again, it was a bit further south in Pará.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't from the road broken road. Yeah.
Okay, next one here we have what I would describe as with the blue car and this kind of rocky cliff face and like one round pole, one square pole. I was thinking that this should just be Espírito Santo, second option Rio, third option Minas. Just green hills. We do have a palm there, but it's only one. So yeah, maybe even like northern Espírito Santo or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's my thought.
Overcast coverage, you can find some in ES, some in Eastern Minas. You can find some in even west of Puerto Horizonte, but I would just go Tri-Point because it doesn't seem very.
Let's just south of the border of that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think it's difficult to tell. Not much.
Definitely. Okay, we have very deep red soil here. Blue car. That architecture is kind of ambiguous to me. That pole is like thick at the bottom. Interesting. I think you said that pole's not reliable, right?
Yeah, that pole I don't use it. No.
Right. So some thinner palms here as well. So I actually have very varied thoughts here because these are like fairly tall and thin palms. Okay. Well, I guess my main thought is just Minas here, but I could see this being all the way down to like Santa Catarina, or I could see it being northeast somehow. But I think my main thought would just be Minas. I don't know.
Yeah, with the single thin wooden pole and rolling again green hills. Green hills still work. And you can have some trees, although those are like again, you can find those in Minas, and this is like in the mountain like that. Usually, top town like that in northeast will be near coastal or like on top of mountain. This is like I've seen red soil like that even East Vicente, but default this is Minas. But default is better horizontal to hedge rather.
Right. Okay. Okay, it was Espírito Santo, but not bad. Again, getting in the right region. Okay, this time going quite well.
Yeah, I've seen this in ES too, but it's difficult to tell which one it is.
Okay, so this pavement with the little squares in it, that are kind of uneven squares, I would associate that with the northeast, particularly Bahia, but northeastern states. Architecture definitely seems to work out. It seems quite poor, small houses, so I'd say that feels kind of northeast as well. This landscape is certainly interesting. We have like a bunch of like cacti and stuff. I'm looking for any palm trees here. I don't really see any. So for that reason, I think we might be a bit further inland. Pernambuco, Paraíba probably making the most sense to me here. Might go Paraíba, but yeah, this kind of drier area, a little bit of like desert-ish kind of landscape, but not quite fully desert. So poles, yeah, I think I just got it right here.
It is up there somewhere. Although, personally, I would have to go Sergipe or Alagoas on this.
Yeah, that was my first thought, but I didn't see any palms. So, oh no, we do have a bunch there. Oh, okay.
Right? It could be where you sent, of course. Northeast is difficult. I don't see any other clues. Just a bunch of houses.
Right.
But overall, it looks more either Sergipe or Alagoas to me, and I cannot tell which one.
Right. Right.
Could be even one.
Ooh, nice. We got the right town. Let's go. All right, 15,746. That's a good score. We actually got the region every time, roughly speaking, there. So
that's a very good guess. The Piauí one had I seen the blue card, we'll have to reconsider because Piauí can have top rest. But yeah,
what are we looking at here? What are we gracing our eyes with here, Jupiter? What is this meta?
Get the really old meta. If you there's this card glitch, there's an automatic here. Exactly.
Northwest Rio Grande do Sul when you see this card glitch. You know where I found this card glitch recently? It's actually relatively common. In Sarawak, west of whatever the city's called. Kuching. West of Kuching, and Kuching has this card glitch as well.
Oh, interesting.
I found it like 3 times there, so kind of interesting. But there we go. Should be here. Yeah. We've also got those planted trees that we were talking about, being somewhat of a Rio Grande do Sul thing, right?
Those trees you can find some in like Argentina, Buenos Aires province.
Yeah, and then also some Paraná Pines here as well, actually.
Yeah. There we go. With this card was just automatically there.
Okay. This is interesting. I immediately thought with all the palms and this kind of landscape of Acre. Let's check the Google card here. It does have an antenna, so that still means it's possible. But are these kind of smaller trees actually Roraima or Amapá? Actually, that seems possible to me.
The Pole West.
Look at the Pole West. Yeah, so that's how it's looking. I'm just trying to look at these like smaller trees here. We have thin palms. Some very tall and thin palms. I don't know, actually, which one I'm going for here.
It's a north-south heading.
Oh, right.
Okay.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, it is very,
so
it's basically perfect.
Landscape look very accurate, of course.
Yeah.
But the problem is the pole the bottom pole looks kind of fat.
Yeah, that's right.
It is more of an Amazonas thing.
Yeah.
So, therefore, I'm going to try to send a guess that's almost not correct. But I'm going there. I'm trying, this one road, going to Boca de Acre. Yeah.
Perfectly north-south, so we could be like there. It's actually possible.
Yeah, there's some north to south opportunity, but maybe. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, it's just Acre, but yeah, we had the right babs there.
Was it just Acre? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing.
I'm kind of throwing, I guess.
No. I also was basically put off the trail by that fat pole. I was not going to guess Acre anymore, even though I thought it looked like it. But yeah, maybe with north-south heading, I eventually would have like maybe decided to go like northern Hondonia or something like that instead.
It looks very accurate. So I'm just trying to. Sometimes I can't get the road. I guess the hill for that road is strange.
Okay, this one's again a similar landscape actually to the last round. Again, we do have the antenna, although this one's centered properly. Kind of difficult. I again thought, we do have hills this time. So this one actually can be more Roraima, I think. Just because I'm thinking, like, what landscape would we see with this? With those hills? That actually makes sense. Now, I'm looking for any rocks in the paddocks here. I don't see any rocks. We got, like, those kind of small plants that you see there, though. Huh. Okay, my two guesses here would be like somewhere all the way out here or Roraima. I'm actually not sure which one's correct. Maybe I actually kind of lean down this way again, but I'm not really sure.
This I'm not confident.
It's definitely difficult.
Again, just a small railroad, and my first thought was Sergi course, but I think that's kind of strange. Given the trees. Rama, I don't know if I roll like that in Rama. I mean, solo, I'll just go Central Koreas because I'm really not sure. But this could be
just a hedge, or because you think it could actually be there.
We do have a little bit palm, small road, no poles, just landscape, and see the tree southwest again. Sure. I mean, there's a chance. I mean, grass can look like everything.
Right.
Could be those trees.
Even with this palm here.
That can be. I mean, Marnia. Does Marnia have a road like that? I mean, I'm very confused here.
We also got to think about these hills west there. It's strange, right?
They don't look like the typical Roraima mountains to me.
Right. Bengal's asking about Rondonia. What do you think about Rondonia on a round like this?
I don't think Hondonia. I've never seen Hondonia with any roads covered like this.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of a coverage meta, isn't it?
I don't know. I can see this being
we have smoke,
northeast.
By the way.
And this also overcast coverage is certainly gonna send something very wrong here.
Right. I just have to say I'm not so convinced by Goyas here.
Yeah,
I don't know where to actually put it.
Like Goyas, I don't know. I'm not very convinced either. But,
okay, so maybe just try like Marabá region or something, Marabá Hills or something. That could work, couldn't
it? It certainly could. The hills doesn't look quite right, but this I'm just kind of confused. Probably getting it wrong.
Should we just find out where it is?
Yeah, probably could be in Central Bahia.
Let's go. It made sense in the end. It made sense in the end.
Nice.
Figured it out.
Yeah, nice guess.
Yeah, Parra's pretty flat. Santarém has hills. Marabá has hills. You find a few around the spot. That works.
That's a very nice guess.
Thank you. Okay, here we have the new gen forecast, so it shouldn't ever be Acre. Probably not Roraima. Thin poles though. Quite lush, like very like a lot of vegetation right to the side of the road here. It's not easy, this one. More Amazon kind of action or something. Road doesn't necessarily feel very Tocantins Goiás to me. So I guess with this car, I would probably, despite the lack of palms, although we do have one similar one, I would probably go Balayam area, I think. What do you think?
I was gonna say, generally thin pole with this car. This looks very Balayam, isn't it? But,
right.
Yeah, I mean, it could be other things too. But I would just trust the car and the pole and try to sample it, even though this can be many other things.
Nice. Let's go. Okay, we're on a good score here, by the way. 17,000 after 4 rounds. This is a very good score. We have the coastal tree. I recall this, the coastal tree. A couple of them, indeed. We have wooden poles here, which are kind of like a not pencil top, but the kind of shaved off top there. It's not so easy, is it, this round? Like architecture and stuff almost makes it feel like we could be quite south. Like these houses here almost feel a bit Germanic in the way that you would see in the kind of southern 3 states. Wooden poles. So I guess my main thought would be like somewhere near Porto Alegre here, but I guess I could see it being quite a bit further north as well.
Yeah. Wooden poles plus those trees automatically, just east of Porto Alegre coast.
Okay.
Could be
nice.
Santa Catarina, but usually just automated there.
Okay, so let's pick a town here. Go here. We're guaranteed to be here, aren't we? We've got 5k.
There's a small chance this could end up being Santa Catarina, but usually just Porto Alegre somewhere.
Let me just say, we've actually got the perfect road angle here as well. Basically. So, let's see. Oh, let's go. 22,000 is not bad for Brazil. That's pretty good.
Yeah, just here somewhere. Yeah, pretty good.
All right, very nice, very nice, very nice.
I threw the Acre one, kind of, but otherwise, we could. Yeah.
All right, so let us do one more, and then we'll head into some Jupiter takes on the world kind of action.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of had a wash that is not Geoguessr. I just was confused.
Dude, I mean, we had the calls otherwise. I think we can feel happy about that. Not sad. Okay, so a bit of like a holy pavement here, a bit, slapdash. Lack of palms, definitely lack of palms. Car is blue with the bonnet showing. Yeah, I think I would take Tocantins, Piauí, or something northeast here. I think. Not a lot of trucks going as well. Maybe even one of the Mato Grossos. Maybe Mato Grosso as well. This one's definitely difficult. I think I would just take a Tocantins though. I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, Gen 4 with this camera thing, the camera seems to be flickering.
Yeah.
This thing looks very Minas.
Oh, very Minas. Okay.
Except the payment, this payment I've seen in Western Bahia, that is kind of rough. But I don't think by default I just go northeast and Minas with this camera thing.
Okay. The camera thing meaning like this thing here?
The camera west looks kind of,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this thing.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So we'll have to try there. Tall grass. You can get tall grass in Minas. Yeah. So I would try northern Minas, but could be wrong.
That's good call. 4-state streak as well. We'll see if we can build that up a bit more. Long insulators here. We have some tallish palms. Ooh, we have finally some Paraguay palms. Am I wrong? So these are quite shaggy in the way that you would see there. We do appear to have white car, I think. But it's kind of hard to tell. So, long insulators plus that. Let's take a look at the other poles here. See if we see any more Mato Grosso do Sul kind of metas here. But I think I would go Mato Grosso do Sul, right?
Yeah, you had 4 metas adding them together. You had the top finger bottom.
Sorry, you cut out there. What did you say?
Oh, never mind. I said you had 4 Mato Grosso do Sul metas here.
Yeah.
One you had the white card. The other, the real color is slightly dark.
Or
it could be red, slightly dark. That's highly Mato Grosso do Sul. 3, you had the square pole with a line connected on top on the side of the road. And then 4, you have a non-insulated pole, and then bottom is kind of thinner. All 4 of those will say this is definitely Mato Grosso do Sul.
Okay, we are absolutely chilling here.
And you have Paraguay trees too.
You have Paraguay trees to top it all off.
Like an example Mato Grosso do Sul location.
Yeah, beautiful. And so just here?
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, we're actually going back-to-back fire games here. We're on 5 streak.
Yeah,
look at this pole.
The accurate one, that will be fine. But I'm just going for the big podcast.
Look at this pole. Highly interesting. I've never seen one of those, I think. We have a Portugal pole here as well. Interesting. Ooh, what is this? So interesting architecture here. We got blue car. So we have this northeast roofs here. It feels quite poor again, but with the blue car this time, I am thinking anything down here, or even maybe kind of Piauí, I don't know, something up here. Maybe even Bahia is possible.
This I would select the Paraíba Pernambuco blue car with a lot of overcast colors there.
Right. Okay.
It's hard to tell which way it is.
Okay, we have like the lollipop-looking ones here, or the beehive-looking ones here, or whatever.
The fact that this being lollipop will push me slightly towards Paraguay.
Let's take a look at the other ones. Okay, we have like a bunch that are uneven here as well, completely uneven ones.
The pole itself, the fact that we have a fat pole,
yeah,
that's actually a bit concerning. Fat pole I associate with more Pernambuco, like a really, really fat pole. At least that's the new figment that I'm trying to make.
Okay.
I don't know, but this is either Paraguay or Pernambuco. Cannot tell which one. So I think I will send Paraguay. Let's just trust the lollipop, even though it's highly unreliable.
Okay, I'll see it. Oh, just over in Pernambuco. That's really unfortunate. Okay, this is Espírito Santo Hills. Wooden pole there. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah. I would just go Espírito Santo here, maybe Rio. I don't actually know if there's anything.
Exposed rocks and
yeah,
mountains look kind of ES.
Yeah.
Not much to say here, just ES. But
just
could be, you can find this in Southern Bahia, you can find this other place, but go ES.
And finally here, okay, so we have like a very red road. We do not have any palms that I can see. What car is blue, it would appear. Yeah. So I thought of like we have like a bit of a holy road here. So I think Goiás seems reasonable. I think maybe second options would be like Mato Grosso or maybe even Tocantins. I think I'll go Goiás. Bahia seems possible too. That's about what I thought, I think.
Yeah, to me, this is Tocantins, Goiás, or Mato Grosso.
Yeah.
I would try something. I would try, say, this is. I'll try the Max East Yellow Road on Mato Grosso, but I'm not confident.
Max East Yellow Road in Mato Grosso. Okay. Oh yeah, this one. I can see that.
Not confident at all. Okay, easily be the other two.
Angle is actually not looking that good, is it? Though.
Oh, this angle.
It could be here.
Yeah. This angle is not great. Yeah, I'm not sure. But then it might not be there. then. Okay, you know where else it could be? This could even. It has a little bit of red soil on the side of the road, right? And have tall grass.
True.
Not be surprised. Does anything in Piauí line up? I mean, the pavement doesn't look right, but you have the two other conditions. You have the red soil on the side of the road, and maybe try Piauí. I don't know. Southern Piauí. Maybe.
Should we just go for it?
Sure. There's not confident. Yeah.
Nice. Good thoughts. 19K again. That's pretty good. We got the region every single time there. So we actually came into form there. We actually came into form quite nicely, I would say.
At least I did not watch the last Piauí one. Because I'm poor. At least recognize that it's on red soil and something.
Okay, so I think now maybe my thought for what we do now is me, you, and JV against everyone. 3 vs 17 or something like that. How do you feel about that, Jupa?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay. We can do that. Party. Okay, I'm opening up the lobby. I'll put the link in your Discord first, okay, Jupa?
Sure, we can get there.
Put that in. Just putting it in general over there.
Alright.
Okay, it's inside general in your Discord, the party here. And after that, I'm just going to link it inside the Twitch chat, everyone, and we'll get it going. 3 vs 17. But okay, a 22k followed by a 19k is really not is really not too bad. I think we can be pretty happy with that.
Do you make a party?
Yeah.
Actually, I should not. I should delete mine. Just go make a party. And I pinned JV. Get JV to join. Let's go.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to link it right now. I think everyone who needs to be here is here. So yeah, go through verse 17 and see how it goes. Jump in, guys. First in, first served.
JV, you need to come. Oh, JV. Oh, JV, I go to my side.
Okay then. So here we go. Bounce Brazil. We'll play 6k health. No multis. No move. No healing. 15-second timer. Okay. Surely we can get a few more people in here. Don't be shy. The more kind of average players we have, the better, because that makes it more interesting. If you have no idea what you're doing, that's also good.
Okay. Let's try it.
Seems like we have a lot of experience on the other team, to be honest. We have a lot of good players, so should be interesting.
We're trying to fill up 17, but it's fine. Brazil is not everyone's favorite country.
This is definitely true. Okay, we got some people coming along. Yeah, exactly right, Spotted Pandas. Jump on in. All right, that is 4 times 3, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we're about there.
We'll request 20 seconds.
You request 20 seconds? Sure.
Yeah. Usually with the set hand do.
So true, Bengal. So true. All right, Zoe's in here. I think that's about good, right? I mean, we can't give him too much.
3 versus 15, yeah, that's good, yeah.
3 versus 15. All right, let's see it. Let's run it. Okay. So I guess I won't describe. We'll describe what happened on the round after it, but I'll take a look around.
Checkpoint.
Or a checkpoint. That's interesting. Ooh. All of a sudden we got place names. We didn't have place names the whole time we were playing in the lawsuits, though.
Oh.
So landscape-wise, I do have some thoughts here. Kind of rolling wheat growing like hills here. Kind of a very mild landscape. I don't really see any. Oh, we do have some palms here. It's definitely useful. Okay, so I think I know where it is. No one's guessed yet, which is interesting. Despite the immense amount of people on the other team.
Big divided highway, right? Anyway, to me, this could be 153. Or 050. With the overcast coverage, I will try to go here. Send on divided highway. Send Sao Paulo, maybe. Go Sao Paulo. Yeah, it is 050, but on the Sao Paulo side.
Look at the absolute spread here. That's fantastic.
I should be making costs, okay? Yeah. Okay, I will try to make costs. Yeah, 050.
Okay, blue car. We got like Manitoba poles here. That's interesting.
Wow, what is this? Okay, I will select one. One go Tonkan Chains.
Okay, yeah. If you say that though, Jupiter, then
one go west of Guyana. Sorry, I want for Guyana. Okay.
Closest. Let's go.
Just this blue car, right? Yeah. I'm heading for both.
We didn't get floors. This is excellent news. Whoa!
Oh my god! Epic location. Why is that?
Location. Damn. Epic location, guys. This is awesome.
Oh my god, that is beautiful. Where is this?
All these cows, bro. A diverse cow.
What a location.
I wonder where this is, to be honest. I'm not quite sure.
This car Goiânia, one go, go good. You go Bahia. I don't know. West JV sounds very good.
Yeah, I thought Mato Grosso do Sul for me, but okay, it's just Mato Grosso 1.5k damage.
I did not know that. Okay, maybe the car is kind of there, but that's always.
Aussie Golfer said, "I thought you were playing No Move." Classic. I love them.
This is once and Alagoas. Yeah, of course.
Okay, let's see here.
One goes Sergipe.
Okay.
Sorry, not Sergipe. I mean Paraíba.
Really, Paraíba? Yeah.
This is probably one go Paraíba. Probably Western Alagoas. This drive with the rift. This is not like that.
Stewie. There you go.
Oh, Central. Okay, wow, lucky. I switch away, but like, usually, I mean, Alagoas and Paraíba have rifts.
Right. Yeah, Northeast has the most rifts. This is interesting now. Okay, don't say anything, Jupiter. We can actually make the most of this. I thought. Wait, hold up. Do you remember that strange round we had the other day when you and I were playing together? Could it ever be there?
Wait, send?
You mean? I mean, like over here. No, we had it like over here.
Oh, I don't think so. If you go, yes.
Yeah, okay.
I like where JV's guess. JV's guess seems right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Everyone baited.
JV's guess, oh, okay. Yeah, but with those grass, it's almost certainly northeast. So.
There we go. Yeah, that's that northeast sugarcane, guys. Remember the Godok Alagoas sugarcane. Plus, it's flat, so that really.
Not a really sugarcane, but like some type of
Okay. Yeah, it looked sugarcane enough to me.
Orange plus this and rough payment. Oh, I want to go, and I'm going here.
Okay, I'll go here maybe. How do you feel about that?
Go North Goiás.
Yeah.
Oh no, North Goiás. Yeah.
Okay, just Bahia. Good guess from them. 1,000 points there.
Well, we had 9 with that top. Good poor guess from me, but
Ooh, look at these colored insulators. That's interesting.
Yeah, what? Yeah. The pole east is the one I've been saying. So, therefore.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There you go. There's no debate which one this is.
I'll go here. In case.
Just here, no. Yeah, no, you don't have to. This is triple sense.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice. I just thought with the rocks on the side of the road, it could still be up there, but yeah.
But with that pole, this is a triple sense center Catarina.
Yeah. Okay, it's very consistent. Yeah. Good to know. Okay, that's a nice meta. Okay, what do we got here? It's quite an even duel so far. We are actually in the lead.
There's a bit of camera thingy. Okay, so it could be what? It could be here somewhere. I've seen this camera thing ES too. Oh, I need to go ES. But the other doesn't matter.
Like a Goiás or something?
Nah, it's probably just Western. Oh, okay. Oh, there.
That's
nice. It's the.
Ooh.
That's big. Coastal.
That's big. Let's go.
It's the coastal 1-1. Coastal 1-1 has a lot of. It's covered like that. I mean, yes. Hopefully they cover better, but that's how it covered. So, yeah.
GG.
I need to save this Mato Grosso location. There are some animals. Yeah.
Forge said the monkeys at the typewriter strategy is not working. I like that. Okay, links in the chat, guys, if you want to join up again. We'll do one more. Or two, depending on how quick it is. But yeah, that was a fun first game, huh? Oh, we're missing JV this time.
That's fine. I win 2 versus 13 all the time. So.
Exactly. And this time you've got the most goated teammate of all time. Okay, that's 16 players there, 17. 2 versus 17. Okay. One more. Someone jump in here. Someone jump in. We need 2 versus 18. Nice. All right, Milan. That's a bit scary.
All right.
Prepare for this.
Looks unwinnable. I need to not be.
Maybe Milan switch to our team. No.
No, let's go. It's fine.
Okay. We just go.
We're not gonna win, but we'll see how many rounds we still have. Unwinnable, but I play unwinnable all the time.
Okay, let's see. Yeah.
You know what? This is a repeat.
Oh, it's a repeat. Okay. That's what we like to hear.
Somewhere. I think it's this state for sure. They will get it though. It's this state. Oh, yeah. Don't know. It's this state. Try something that lines up. I don't really know where. I forgot. I'm not like. Well, I remember repeats.
Oh nice. Man, I just clicked where it actually was. That's more like nearby. So.
Will not need to be flawless. Okay, good start.
Very good.
Still, I need to remember how it looks.
Ooh, interesting one here. Ooh, this is really interesting actually. What is this landscape? What are these trees as well?
Oh, this is concerning.
Yeah. Do we spread this very far?
Go.
It's gonna
be really bad. Go so Jeep if you go. Go so Jeep. Yeah. This could be really, really bad.
Nice.
Okay. Not really, really bad.
Interesting round there.
Northeastern plants or whatever plant is. We have ball. Oh. Huh. I don't see any. Oh. 83.
I thought like here, right? I thought like here, right?
Any phone codes? 83. Where's 83? Oh, this could be really bad.
Oh wait, we have a pole northwest there.
I'm not sure. Go Sao Paulo? I don't like this. Sao Paulo is 1. Where's 3? Go more south.
Oh no, I had it on it, bro. No.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I mean 1 is Sao Paulo, but
yeah.
Typical meta failed, so bad. Sorry. Anyway. Phone codes? No phone codes. Let's see, pencil pole, white car.
Ooh, interesting pole there. So
this car, you actually need to go Sao Paulo Metro, and then I will go Rio.
Okay.
Go. Yeah. Be bad. I don't really know where this is. Oh, it's free. I don't know this. Yeah.
Wow.
Send check.
Kind of makes sense. Okay. Still hanging on.
All because of the car only. It's like a fully white car. It's kind of strange.
Right. Okay, I think state's not too hard here. That's probably not good for us.
This is not too difficult. Once and southern Minas towards Rio, I go east. Go north. Go more southwest. Yeah, like that should fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
That's where the drag carriage is, either way center or wherever. Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh god. Bruh.
Ever like here?
Okay, one go Bahia.
Yeah.
Go Bahia. Go like Central West Bahia. But why do we get rounds like that?
Okay.
Okay, we don't lose.
Everyone goes.
Okay, wait. Yeah, in fact, in the right state. Okay. I'm losing. This I was saying like that. One goes Suji Palos, the other go more north. Yeah. But you can take that. Just go Suji Palos, go more north. Okay, we'll go like here. Sure. Yeah, go here, and I will go more here. But I will skip Pernambuco here. I don't think. Nice. Okay.
Soviet gets it. This has been a long duel, actually. I mean, not much has happened in the last few rounds.
We're gonna win. Unless the secret matter comes up.
Okay. Interesting lamp here, by the way.
A bird. Veranda or Sopa. This is okay. Then this becomes easy. Go Maraba. I go Pelham. The problem is, could this be Centrum? Hey, this. I mean, just go Maraba. I go Maraba. I go Pelham.
I think it feels more. I feel like it feels more Maraba to me.
Go Maraba.
The trees. I think so.
Or Centrum. This new coverage. I don't know this. Yeah, I mean that's Centrum. Yeah, I don't know that new coverage I've had. I mean, if only we have third guess, we'll go Centrum. I don't know the town.
All right, let's check it out here. Ooh.
Don't see anything around. Wait, is this? I don't have anything good. No meta here. I mean, I don't see any meta.
By default, I would send like somewhere out here, maybe.
Let's go more. Sure. Going bad. I mean, it's northeast. Too many guesses. It's hard to. Oh, it says the town.
Okay, not too bad.
To check the new power stuff. I'm afraid like that. Okay,
I think this is pretty straightforward, right?
This is in fact not.
We have white car.
Okay, I tell you where to go. Go here.
Yeah.
Go here. Find that angle, that 174. And I'm going here. Find the angle in 174, yeah. This is not much. Yeah. Go find the angle in 172. We're in Tocantins. Okay, so it's just here. Yeah, Tocantins. We're in Goiás, but yeah.
Ooh, I lagged. Okay, well, nice.
It's fine. Yeah, it's just, again, this part that I said had a lot of trees like that, no? So.
Okay.
Doesn't seem very easy.
Long grass. Blue car.
Except Piauí? I don't know.
Wait, look at the truck to our south, though.
I don't like this. Go southern Piauí. I'll go northern Piauí.
Okay.
This is kind of bad. Yeah, I don't like this.
Mato Grosso? Yeah, we had one of them. We had one of the trucks. We should have trusted the truck.
but like you were in the mountains, like the red soil on the. And like this one, I don't.
GG.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
GG, and we're just finishing up now, ready for the next person stream, I think. So that was good fun.